Welcome, everyone, to an America East Chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Hartford's John Gallagher and Tracy Carter. And first, I'll start with you, Tracy, and then John. This was supposed to happen a year ago. You guys are in your second straight championship game. Unfortunately, we were basically like 2 days shy when everything was shut down. It was shut down on a Thursday. You guys were supposed to play on the Saturday. So I'm kind of feeling like, you know what? We're going to finish what we started a year ago. What are your emotions like? Because you're in the same position as you were a year ago.
Right. Yeah, no question. It's all about finishing what we started. Obviously, we didn't get the opportunity because of COVID-19, to some things that was beyond our control. But that's life. We all just blessed that we back at it, that we got a chance to be back at it and have a chance to, set this program off as what it should be known as a great program and one of the best programs around the country.
John?
Yeah, the emotions they run rampant because I do have a lot of feelings for Malik Ellison. He's the one guy, that I think really deserved this moment, and he didn't get a chance. So I spoke with him the other day. Obviously, I'm grateful that we're going to be playing this game. And, Tracy, what he's done for our program. I mean, back-to-back championship appearances. I mean, you live in town, you understand what this game means to the community, to the neighborhood, as we like to say. It's a big game, but you can't make it bigger than it is. It's still a basketball game.
Right.
So explain, Tracy, how we're at this point, not necessarily speaking to Lowell upsetting UMBC, but to the larger picture in the America East. So we've got the 4 versus the 6. Top 2 seeds are out. Vermont and UMBC lose at home. How do you explain in this chaotic year that occurred, Tracy?
I mean, I think it just goes to speak for what March is for basketball around the world. A game or a month of craziness in basketball where anything is possible. And like I said, it's March, so anything is possible. But, I think because it's such a chaotic year that teams didn't have much time to practice because some were out, some didn't get to play a lot of basketball games, so they couldn't really be their best basketball team at the end of the year. At the end of the year, but speaking to us beating the number 1 seed, man, it's like I said, anybody can beat anybody. Anybody is just as good as anybody, and we were the better team on that night, and so we're Lowell.
So John, in normal years, home court means a lot. It could be at least 4 or 5 points. You could argue maybe it was a bit of an equalizer in these semifinal games. Conversely, you're the home team against Lowell. How much of an advantage could that even be in this, time period where there won't be kind of a crazy crowd to your advantage?
I think there's a lot to be said. If you look across college basketball, if you said the 3 fan bases in the country that are crazy, it's Duke, they're struggling. Kansas, they're not as Kansas used to be. And Kentucky, they're struggling. Fans really matter. And they matter at Vermont. So I'm not going to sit here and say, if anybody knows anything about college basketball, Vermont, look, we've won, in my time here, we've won twice up there. And we've had to play perfect in those 2 games. We were not perfect Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an advantage to not having fans. And conversely, Lowell, well, we played them in the playoffs twice, and we've had great crowds. We're not going to have that. So we're going to have to even be more focused and more attentive in this approach to Lowell.
Tracy, this is going to be history for either program. You spoke about this at the beginning, and I know the emotions are going to be swirling about what's at stake on Saturday. But can you take a pause, the 30,000-foot view for me about the history that could be made if you guys can cut down the nets on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. Andy, like I said, man, it's crazy because it'll be the start of a legacy, of a winning legacy. And we already started winning from the last 4 years, from J.R. Lynch until me and Malik Ellison. But, getting that championship label up under your name is all it's about. Not everybody is a champion. Not everybody gets the opportunity to be one. and same for school programs. You know what I mean? So it's really an eye opener, and it's amazing. I know one of the things that it'll be history for me, just doing this for my late great brother, Samaj Carter, who passed away this past summer due to gun violence in Philadelphia. And, just getting that championship label and in the name of him means everything to me.
John, you guys have the advantage inside. Connor Withers got hot from the perimeter for them. Obi Noel is healthy now. How do you beat Lowell?
First, Pat's an unbelievable coach, so you're going to have to be very well prepared. Noel is the best offensive player, maybe the best player in the league. I think we have the best defender in the league in Tracy. It's going to be a real great college game. Our first two games were, they were high intensity. We're close in geography. It does have a little feel to it. In the game, a little rivalry feel to it. We have great respect for them. They're really good. If you watch, they made, I think, 12 out of 13 shots to beat UMBC. It was one of the most fascinating endings of a game I've ever seen. Down 16 in the game, down 16 to Stony Brook. This is a team that just does not stop playing. And that's a credit to their coach and their program.
Well, John and Tracy, it's just tremendous. You've gotten here 2 years in a row. And now you get a chance to finish what you started last season. We do not anticipate any hiccups here. This game's going to happen. I believe it. And we're going to go on to March Madness as we should here in 2021. Yes. Knock on wood. Appreciate both of you. Stay safe and good luck on Saturday.
Same to you too.
See you around town.